From the award-winning stations of KFMB, you're watching the CW San Diego. The 10 o'clock news starts right now.
We begin tonight with a big count underway. Polls are now closed across the country, and those final voter decisions are being counted as we speak. Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. Tonight, we're covering every angle of this election taking place in San Diego County. We'll start with CBS 8's Steve Price. He's standing by with the latest from the Democrats' camp.
Let's head to him now. Steve, who do you have, and what's the scene there?
So, as you mentioned, I'm at the gas lamp, at the Weston gas lamp, and I'll tell you, the mood here very subdued as the national results were coming in. Then, just after 8 o'clock, we started to get some San Diego results, and the mood here, it was like a light switch. It just completely flipped. And one of those people who is doing really well, that has the folks excited here, is right here with me, Sarah Jacobs. First of all, up by 20 points right now over El Cajon Mayor Bill Wells. Your thoughts on that?
I'm incredibly grateful to the people of San Diego and the 51st District for entrusting me with a third term in Congress. It is really the honor of my life to represent our community, and you know, every time I talk to my constituents, they're telling me about how difficult the cost of living here is in San Diego, and particularly housing and childcare, and that's going to be what I continue to focus on in my third term.
At this point, it looks like Donald Trump may be heading back to the White House. It was a very polarizing campaign. Can the country come back together? You as a Democrat, what can we do to bring everyone back together?
Well, look, I think it's still too close to know what's going to happen in the presidency. We have not lost any states that we won in 2020, and a lot of the blue wall states are still much too close to call. And so, you know, I am remaining positive. I do believe in the American people and our ability to come together and to build a common way forward.
Assuming the numbers hold, this will be your third trip back to Washington. What have you not accomplished yet that you really still want to do moving forward?
Yeah, obviously being in the minority the last 2 years, I've been constrained in what I've been able to do, but I still feel like even amidst all the chaos, I've found bipartisan ways to get things done for our community on military housing, military child care, and in my next term, I really want to make sure that we're focusing on these cost of living issues like housing and child care that I know our community really needs.
Democrats here in San Diego have done very well tonight, despite what we're seeing nationally. Todd Gloria looks like he's heading back. Stephen Whitburn, Shanila Rivera, Tara Lassa-Remer. Good night for Democrats here.
It's been a great night for Democrats here in San Diego.
Sarah, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll continue to follow you. And we'll go ahead and send it back to you in the studio. We are expecting to have Todd Gloria come here in a short bit, and we will bring you him as soon as that's available.
All right, thanks, Steve. We look forward to getting back out there with you. He also talked to County Supervisor Tara Lawson-Remer earlier tonight.
Here is what the incumbent had to say about her race for the Board of Supervisors, District 3.
Anything, we've just been out in the community talking to people about what's important to them and making sure that we can show up for the next 4 years to keep fighting on the issues that matter, issues like homelessness and the cost of housing, and protecting our beaches and our coastlines, and continue to make real progress for working families here in San Diego County.
That was County Supervisor Tara Lawson-Remer, the incumbent in District 3, looking good for re-election for her. And while Steve Price has been with the local Democrats tonight, our Richard Allen has spent the night with our local Republicans.
Richard joins us live now from the watch party underway in the Gaslamp Corner. Richard.
Well, that's right. We're downtown, Marcella, here at the U.S. Grand Hotel, where the joint is jumping. The folks here, the Republicans here, their eyes are glued on the TV screen as they're watching the results come in. And they are feeling very jubilant right now as they see these results coming in. They're feeling excited. They're feeling optimistic. At this point, though, it's anyone's game. The message, though, I keep hearing over and over again from folks here at the Republican Party here at the U.S. Grant is that change is needed on all fronts, from the economy to security to immigration. They're saying change is needed not only at the country level, but at the county level as well. Now, earlier we spoke with Victor Lopez from the Lincoln Club of San Diego County. Here's what he had to say to pump up the crowd.
Common sense shouldn't be a rare commodity, but somehow it's become that here in San Diego County. And thanks to our great partners with New Majority Republican Party, we are the last line of defense holding down that common sense ground here in San Diego County. Because you know why? We're not going to become LA. we're not going to become San Francisco. We are San Diego County, right?
And back out live here at the U.S. Grand Hotel, a lot of excited folks. A big race, though, a lot of folks were looking at is the District 3 Board of Supervisors race between Tara Lawson-Remer and Kevin Faulconer, the former mayor of San Diego. It looks like at this point, though, Tara Lawson-Remer is keeping her seat, meaning the Democrats are keeping their power on the Board of Supervisors. That's one thing that a lot of folks here were hoping to shift this time, to shift that balance of power. That looks like it's not going to happen, though, tonight, but still a lot of celebration here on the national front. Carlo and Marcella.
All right, Richard, thank you for that. Now let's go to the heart of the city of San Diego. These are the latest results in the race for mayor. Right now, incumbent Mayor Todd Gloria is at 56%, with independent challenger Larry Turner at 44%.
Let's go back to our Steve Price. He spent the night with Gloria, and his team watches the results pour in. We understand we don't have Steve right now. We just saw him a few minutes ago, and he is going to try and get the mayor a little bit.
It's election night, so a lot's going on. We do have some other races that we want to show you. We're going to put some up on the board right now.
All right, for Encinitas mayor, we have Bruce Ellers leading 52% against Tony Kranz, 48%. Pretty close race right there.
And in the Lemon Grove race, Allison Snow is ahead of Raquel Vasquez, 41% to 30%.
Let's move now to the race for Santee mayor. We've got John Minto with 79%, an overwhelming lead over challenger Kelly O'Brien, who has 21% of the vote.
And in Oceanside, the mayor's race there, deadlocked right now. 50% for Ryan Keim. Esther Sanchez, 50% on her own. We'll see where that goes next.
Wow, just a few hundred votes making a difference between that. All right, today voters were also asked to decide on a number of sales tax measures. CBS 8's David Goffredson joins us now in studio to break down the latest numbers and what they mean.
Right, more than a dozen sales tax measures on the ballot. I can tell you they are all over the board in terms of whether they are passing or failing at this point. We haven't gotten an update on the county numbers yet, but we have been running the ticker at the bottom of the screen. So if you have a tax measure in your area, you can take a look at that ticker. But let me go through a few of them. Measure E, City of San Diego, is a 1-cent sales tax. And right now, it is not passing, but it's too close to call, 51% to 49%. But this is a sales tax that the city of San Diego really needed. It would have raised $400 million. And the city's overall infrastructure gap is estimated to be $5 billion over the next 5 years. If it passes, it's a 1-cent sales tax. The money would go to the general fund, and it could be used for anything, but officials are promising that it will go to infrastructure like storm drains, road repairs, street lights. So let's go over to Measure G now. This is a half-cent sales tax for county-wide, and it would raise $350 million a year. Currently, that also is not passing, 53 to 40%, 47%, but the numbers could change on that as we get more updates out of the county. That one requires a simple majority to pass. Let's go over to Measure M. Del Mar rental tax it would expand Del Mar's existing 13% transit occupancy tax to all short-term rentals, regardless of the number of units, and that appears to be passing with a 73% lead. The measure is going to generate $775,000 per year. The money goes to the general fund. It would be used for public safety, streets, beaches, parks, and trails. Back to you.
All right, thanks, David. And the South County Election Watch Party was earlier tonight. We had CBS 8's Esmeralda Perez out there. She was able to talk to Chula Vista city officials about the seats up for grabs.
Esmeralda joins us now from 3rd Avenue. Esmeralda?
Well, that's right. Now, the city of Chula Vista has 2 seats to fill in their council. Now, tonight I met Rachel Moreno, who has served as the interim for District 4, and she's worked hand in hand with the community. Now, she does have a message to whoever steps into this role for District 4. Take a listen.
Seat, like I've always told them, the seat never belonged to me. It was always to the community. And same thing that I'm letting the council members know that come in. I'm welcoming them. I think they're both, either one, are going to be really great at this role. But just, I want them to make sure that they continue to be engaged with the community, that they're out there, the face, and they're just really the voice of the community and be able to support them in any way that they can.
Now, a major concern for people who live in cities down in the South Bay, in the South County, is the pollution, the cross-border pollution, the sewage crisis. And take a listen to what John McCann had to say.
Actually, I have it on the docket next meeting, Tuesday, before the new council members come in to declare a state of the emergency. And we are working hand in hand with the other mayors in South County to see if we can get funding to take care of the Tijuana sewage issue.
Todd.
Still ahead tonight. We were gonna get a break. We're being told now that we're gonna go to Mayor Todd Gloria. He's taking this chance to speak. He's ahead by about 12 points in the election results.
Love and support of our families. It means so much to have you all here with me this evening. I want to thank my campaign team, Jennifer Tierney, the best of the best. Corey Palant, my fundraiser. Thank you, Corey, for all the hard work. Drew Lieberman, my pollster, and Coda Zeiser, where's he at? Leading our field efforts. Watch that space. And to every member of the Todd Squad who is here, all of our volunteers, everyone who knocked those doors and made those phone calls, I appreciate every single one of you. And I think almost every member of the mayor's staff is here tonight. Thank you guys so much. This is a validation of the hard work that you all have done for 4 years. I truly, truly appreciate it. To our county Democratic Party and all the volunteers who powered campaigns all throughout this region, thank you for powering this party that I've been proud to be a part of for over 25 years. This party has come a long way, and it's thanks to all of you. So thank you for all the hard work over the last number of months. You know, some of you poured your heart and soul into this campaign, and whether you donated, you walked, you phoned, or even if you just referred a friend, I'm grateful for your help in making sure that this result tonight, these early returns, are so favorable. You have proven what I've always known, that working together, we can truly build a city that reflects the highest of our ideals and a vision that we set as absolutely possible. A vision that puts people over profits, puts progress over politics, puts unity over division, hope over chaos. And thanks to all of you tonight, we are not turning San Diego around. We are going to move forward. My fellow San Diegans, we have so much more work ahead of us. The challenges our great city faces are very, very real. But I am more confident than ever that we have the ability to come together and tackle every single one of them, and we can do it.
We've been listening to Mayor Todd Gloria talk about that's basically an acceptance speech. He's well ahead in the race right now, looking for his second term.
Yep. Still ahead tonight, our election coverage continues with a look at more races that will affect the entire state of California.
Just after the break, we're going to check in on where the presidential race stands right now with the latest from our local political analysts, Wendy Patrick and Laura Fink.
But before we head to break, we want to give you a look at some of the races that we're tracking right now. You can also find up-to-date results on our website, cbs8.com. We'll be right back.